So this video has been a long time coming. I am a Final Fantasy 14 player. Enjoy MMORPGs. Played them a lot throughout the years. I've been playing this one for about 4 or 5 years. Got in shortly after the release of Shadowbringers. And I played a lot of MMORPGs throughout, the last decade. I'm a fan of them, and they come and go. They come and go quickly. The boom, they're new, oh, then they're dead. Oh, then they're new, then they're dead, then they're new, then they're dead. Tale as old as time. But this one seemed to remain pretty popular. It'd been out for like a couple years at that point. Like 4 years ago, it came out in 2013. It's been out for a while. People are still playing it. Still new expansions coming out. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll try it. I did it on the free trial when the free trial was only like 30 levels or 35 levels, I forget. But I got a subscription then during that playtime because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all of the combat. I just tab target, point and click. The abilities are cool, and it's semi-engaging. It'll be a good time. I'm a fan of MMORPGs. Like, it's just, I'll enjoy it. If you got good progression, and good battle content, which Final Fantasy does. I will say that's a strong suit of Final Fantasy. Is all the battle content they have. It's good. The dungeons are good. The raids are good. The frickin' 24-man raids are good. The hunt trains are fun if you do hunt trains. Just they got a lot of fun combat stuff. I mean, I would hope so. I would really hope so in a game like this. But I guess I'll just talk about my experience in playing Dawntrail. I'm a more like casual mid-core player where I'm not doing a lot of the super difficult content in this game, mainly because I'm playing solo for the most part. And there's a lot of solo stuff to do in this game. But yeah, not doing the super hard stuff, just doing the dungeons that come out, the raids that come out, and just enjoying the content, leveling up other classes. But in Dawntrail, I leveled up Sage during Dawntrail, and the battle content in Dawntrail is really good. It was really engaging as a healer, because a lot of the earlier content as a healer, it's brain dead. Like, it's literally, you have no abilities, you have one heal, one attack, one dot. That's it. And then that's basically it. And the tank doesn't take any damage. No one barely takes any damage. It's you basically aren't needed in a lot of earlier content. But in Dawntrail, the battle content has been more engaging as a healer. People take a lot of damage. I find if I'm not using most of my abilities, people die. People will start dying. So it's been good. Battle content's been good. Been as a healer, been good. Been engaging. And this next problem I have with Dawntrail is not necessarily a problem of Dawntrail. It is a problem with Dawntrail. But it is a problem that permeates through the rest of the Final Fantasy 14 expansions. And it is the questing design. It is dog shit. The questing in this game is bad. That's it. It's just bad. And you almost ask yourself, a lot of this game is questing, because you have to do the quests to unlock the content. So you ask yourself, why am I even playing the game? At some points, I found myself, this is me speaking from personal experience, I found myself at multiple points during my leveling process as a white mage, because that's who I leveled up. Like, I mained white mage all the way to Dawntrail pretty much. So I got my white mage at 90, but I was leveling up white mage during all of this, during all of the leveling, and I'm asking myself after I just got to the level 50 main scenario quest for a Realm Reborn, and I'm like, oh cool, I'm about to get to Dawntrail. I've been fucking grinding these quests, and I'll be honest, guys, I read most of the dialogue, or at least skimmed it for my first, I would say, damn near 80 levels. So I used to read the main scenario quest, and just kind of understand what's going on, and get immersed in my role. It just was never, after fucking damn near 80 levels, it was just never rewarding enough. It wasn't rewarding enough to me to warrant not fucking skipping every single cutscene in this game. They feed you so much shit in terms of dialogue. Useless dialogue, brain dead dialogue that you immediately forget right after reading it. Other than a few key points, maybe in the story, like a few key points that are voice acted, in the story. Anything that's just text that is not voice. Okay, so pretty much how this went. I was reading text in quests when it seemed important during my first 50 levels, pretty much. Because I was still trying to get through it. I wanted to get to, a lot of the level 50 dungeons, level 60 dungeons. That's what I wanted. That's the stuff I want to do. That's what I wanted to do getting into the game. Didn't really care about questing. I'm not a fan of doing hours and hours of quests and hours of clicking through dialogues just so I can do like battle content that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to do the battle content. Now I have to do all of the shit before I do the battle content. Would click through stuff. Voice acted cutscenes were always nice. The voice acting in A Realm Reborn is not that great, but I think any voice acting is infinitely better than no voice acting. I am severely disappointed playing this game, just getting to experience the choices in when they decided that they would do voice acting for scenes and when they decided that they wouldn't do voice acting for scenes. Sometimes it doesn't really make sense. Like I don't know. It's just, I guess at the end of the day, I wanted there during my leveling experience to be more voice acting. I think that would have kept me far more engaged as a player in the story at any point. More voice acting just is better. Voice acting is better. I know it's like more expensive, but how much money you think Square Enix has fucking made on this damn game? Like, you can't pay voice actors, which you're probably already not paying that much, to fucking voice act a couple hundred lines. Like, yeah. It just seems lazy. A lot of the story, as I was progressing through it, there are really good parts. Like, I will absolutely, be the first to admit there are some excellent parts. It's a fine story, not a complete waste of your time. But they do waste your time. Like, your time is absolutely wasted during some of these just nonsense quests, fucking talking to 8 people, goddamn talk to 12 people, and click 3 dialogues, and fucking talk to 18 people, and click 7 dialogues, like, just so you can take a step in the plot. Quests like that are trash. I like quests like that. Like, that is the laziest quest design that I think exists in modern gaming. Like, you go to a place, you click on a dialogue, and you click on like 18 more dialogues, and that's it. That's literally it. You go to a place, click on dialogues. Go to a place, click on dialogues. That's not fun for me, not engaging for me. Why the fuck, you think, why the fuck am I even playing the game? And that's what I think. That's what I think a lot of the time. That's what I thought a lot of the time during my questing experience. I'm like, why am I reading this? Like, why am I spending the time to do this? I'm thinking about how much further I could be, how much more battle content, I could have had unlocked had I just skipped literally everything up to this point. I'm a proud cutscene skipper. I do not care at all about damn near 90% of the cutscenes in this game, because to me, they are simply a way to waste my time on the game. A way to waste my time on the game. And I like to enjoy my time on the game. So, you know, some people will really like the story. They think, if you don't watch the cutscenes, what the hell are you doing? I say, if you watch the cutscenes, what the hell are you doing? Because the cutscenes are trash. Other than, the voice acted cutscenes, excellent. Like, I would say a lot of them are really good. The voice acting past A Realm Reborn is good. It's really good. So, when I started Dawntrail, that was basically my previous experience. So, I watched I for the most part read stuff, felt like it was kind of shitty. As plots, developed, and they had more voice acted cutscenes during more important scenes. I was enjoyable. It was enjoyable in those moments. But, they quickly go back to fucking just shit, talk to fucking 17 people, and they're going to say, the most generic shit ever to you that's not going to give you any information on fucking anything. And then you're going to talk to one of the scions. And then, okay, you can actually pay attention to, some of the dialogue now. And that kind of, felt like, that was pretty much my experience through A Realm Reborn. And then Heavensward was good. Heavensward had a huge jump in voice acting quality. I wish it had a huge jump in voice acting quantity as well. Yeah, I mean, eventually I fucking got sick of just reading dialogue, of just skimming through dialogue that I literally could, at that point, not really care too much about, because this is an MMORPG that I'm playing, and I want to do the battle content, and I understand not everyone wants to, or not everyone has that mentality going into it, but that was my mentality going into it. So but I'm still skimming the cutscenes. I'm like, yeah, I'll read them. I'll see what's going on. Heavensward was good. Some of the voice acted cutscenes were really good. Frickin' Stormblood. Stormblood was alright. That's when I started skipping cutscenes more. I started skipping a little more cutscenes. It was good. Stormblood was good. The voice acting was good. That was okay. It was okay. Shadowbringers. Bam. Shadowbringers, really good. Probably one of my favorite expansions in terms of voice acting and scenes being voice acted. There's a lot of good moments in Shadowbringers. But at this point, I started at this point, I'm slowly skipping more and more cutscenes that I know are to waste my time. Talk to 7 people in a town. Fucking, I'm clicking through all of them. You think I'm reading any of that? You think I'm reading anything when I'm talking to fucking 12 people in town, and I gotta click through 14 dialogues and go find a random piece of shit behind a tree? You think I'm paying attention during any of that? I'm not. I'm not. But if it's a voice acted cutscene, I'm paying attention, because I can tell you guys had at least some effort to present a story to me. So the voice acted cutscenes were good. They're good. There's good. I'll say they are good. Voice acted cutscenes are fucking good, which is why I wish there was more of them throughout my playing experience. Endwalker, good. Voice acted cutscenes are good. I mean, if it's a voice acted cutscene, the shit's good. So that's why I just feel like my time is being that much more. I'm just being spit in the face, that much more, when I gotta go to a place I've never been and talk to fucking 14 people, and then go pick up a random piece of shit in a random place so that I can talk to one of the scions. But yeah, skipped all that. Voice acted cutscenes, those are good. Wish they had more of that. that brings me, that really, as I explain my time before Dawntrail, like that's how I spent my time before Dawntrail, grinding through the main scenario quest, because the main scenario quest is a grind. It's a grind that's not necessarily enjoyable. It's a weird way to like gatekeep a lot of new players from playing the really good battle content that has been made for this game, that's like really fun, really engaging, depending on what class you're playing. And they're gonna make one of your friends, or one of your, whoever you want to play the game with you, and you're like convincing, literally begging, hey, play this game with me, you're my friend, play this game, I play this game, Final Fantasy 14, you might like it, you're making your whatever friend play this game, and then their whole experience and their whole playtime, like they're just getting shit just like in the face, like poop in the face for the first 300 fucking like hours of gameplay. And it's like, it's like a great filter for life to exist in this game, is the fucking main scenario quests. So that problem exists. It permeates through Dawntrail. Cause it's like, what the fuck? It's like they don't want people to play the game. Like let's have fucking 100, 200 fucking quests in between 5.0 or in between fucking 2.0 and 3.0, A Realm Reborn and Heavensward, just to fucking waste your time, some filler content, just to literally waste your time, so that you can play Heavensward and like get your time wasted some more, but then have some good moments and have some good battle content. So it kind of feels like it was worth it, and then just have your time wasted some more, and then get some good battle content, and then just have your time wasted some more, and then battle content, and then wasted some more, and then battle content. So like that's the loop pretty much in the main scenario quests and in questing in general. And I think that problem exists more so than ever in Dawntrail, because at least before during all of this, you could say, you're like, dude, but the story, Quinn, the story, it's pretty good. Like there's some good moments that happen in this story. There's some tense moments. There's some times I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm like, what the fuck's gonna happen? What's our Warrior of Light gonna do? What's this particular, how's this particular character gonna fucking react to fucking this crazy shit going on? Like it's pretty good sometimes. That excuse no longer works in Dawntrail because the story is dog water. Like I could care less about Luke Lamont becoming the golden child or whatever the fuck. Like, because at this point, if you are in any level role playing or connecting with your character that you've progressed through fucking the last like 4 or 5 expansions, however many there are, before Dawntrail, like you have a cracked out demigod essentially character here who can overcome any obstacle, any enemy that they have ever encountered. And you're here helping this random kid become like golden lord of this land. And it's like, I just don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about doing this stupid dog shit that's involved with fucking propping up, a leader in a foreign land. Like I don't even understand why my character is here doing this. At any point, really, during the whole fucking story. It's like you can ask yourself at every point during Dawntrail, it's like, why is my Warrior of Light doing this? Like, what? Like, because before it would make sense, you gotta fucking kill You gotta kill this fucking icon, or you gotta, fight with the freaking Garleans, or fucking Zeno, is doing some crazy shit, and you gotta, fight him, or just because the fucking world is at stake. The world has been at stake at most of these times. And, no one else can save the world except you, the Warrior of Light. Like, it's great. What the fuck are you doing here? Like, you're, like, doing some weird geopolitical fucking like campaign for Bouglamat. Yeah, made no sense. So that already makes no sense. The Scions being here make no goddamn sense. They don't do anything throughout the entire story. Like, they don't do shit. Literally don't. You could take them out and nothing would change, other than maybe like Kryl. But like, I don't fucking care. Like, I could care less about this entire expansion story. And that's the thing, because like the battle content, this expansion, and I think this sentiment has been expressed, I've seen this sentiment expressed by other people. The battle content is really fucking good. Like, it's really good. It's fucking engaging. It's more difficult than previous battle content. There's more mechanics, more interesting mechanics in a lot of these fights. Like, it's engaging. It's good. They've hit a good formula with all of the battle content in this game. The questing formula has turned, if it was stagnant before, it is now a festering abomination. That I think is, it will be the death of the game if it's not addressed. If the questing is not addressed, I think that'll fucking be it. I mean, it's just, at some point there's going to be too many quests that you have to grind through as a new player to get caught up, that you're not going to get many new players. And then all of your old players will do all of the content in the game and fucking start playing other games. And this will just happen, so it's like, you just, and I feel like, they know this, so they make the shit. That's why they make the shit. That's why they make all this shit, and they put it in the game to keep you in the game, to waste your time, to keep you fucking playing, keep you paying your sub, and I love this game. Like, I'm fucking level 100 with the Sage. I haven't maxed out everything, but I have played the game. I've played this game a decent amount as a casual player over the past fucking 4 years. Yeah, but the questing is fucking dog water. Like, the questing is so fucking bad. I hated my questing experience in Dawntrail more than I've ever hated the questing experience before. Because it was just the worst. It was like the worst of the worst. It was the most generic worst of the worst Final Fantasy XIV questing that they've been doing for the past fucking decade. In all the other expansions, like, it's so stale. The questing is so stale, and they could just make it so much better. It's like, just make it not bad. Like, just take out all of the shit that's there to waste everyone's time. Don't make me talk to fucking 14 people in a town just so I can, like, talk to someone else to progress the plot, to fucking unlock a dungeon or whatever, to progress the plot, to talk to 17 more people, to fucking just to have, like, this one important scene that actually progresses the plot. Consolidate. I think consolidating a lot of the quests would help this a lot. I mean, like, do you need new players fucking spending their first 100, 200 hours grinding the main scenario quest in A Realm Reborn, before they can actually be able to, like, get into any content that is, like, not A Realm Reborn? Or, like, they can even instance into any content past A Realm Reborn. Like, do you need new players doing that? Is that good for the longevity of the game? Making new players have to fucking do this crazy grind just to be part of the player pool? Like, I makes no goddamn sense. I think consolidate a Realm Reborn, questing, at least. Like, you could fucking, dude, turn it into fucking 50 quests. Each quest is one level. Like, it's, or even make it fucking 25 quests. Like, you're telling me you can't tell that whole story in 50, 25 quests? You need 200 goddamn quests to tell the story of, I was a normal adventurer, and now I'm fucking in the Scions, and now I kill gods, and fucking now there's a whole fucking coup, and whatever the fuck. It's consolidate that. There's a lot of shit there. Heaven's Ward, consolidate all that, bam, just consolidate everything. So there's like fucking 60% less quests, because that can happen. It's like they can keep the same formula, okay, but just cut off like the abscess that is growing on top of the main scenario quest, which is all of the shit that they add to waste your time during the main scenario quest. So yeah, get rid of that so that people can just start doing the battle content and some of the other content in the game. Maybe not make every single fucking interaction with a quest giver go into a cutscene. Can we not have just dialogue pop up on the screen, like we do with like a vendor or something, and it can be like that? Like, we could, so it's easier to click through. I don't have to black screen for 3 seconds just to like load up some fucking scene where people talk for like 10 minutes about fucking nothing, so that I can go progress the story. Okay, yeah. I've harped on that point long enough. I fucking hate the questing. I hate the story. That's my main problem with Dawntrail. And I think that's my main problem with Final Fantasy 14. Period. It's just, the questing is fucking outdated. It's outdated and it's trash. I want Square Enix to do more voice acting in Final Fantasy 14. Not like they can't afford it. Hot take. Like, fucking just do more voice acting. Voice acting is just better for the game. It makes new players more engaged. It makes your player base more engaged with the story. Yeah, battle content's good. Those were pretty much my thoughts. I mean, Final Fantasy, I fucking love the game. Played it a lot. But here, you know what? I'm leveling up fucking Warrior right now. Level 56. We have a quest. We have a class quest. Because you have class quests like every fucking 2 levels after level 50. And I'm going to just show you. Let me just show you my questing experience at this point in the game. Now that I have the mentality of I fucking hate all of this dog shit quests that just like are a means to an end to waste my time. Because what I want is, the abilities. I want the fucking combat abilities. The reason I'm doing this because I need the combat abilities so that I can do the battle content. Like, that's what I fucking care about. But this fucking broken mountain dipshit cares about wasting my time with a black screen, so then you skip the cutscene. Because I literally don't care at this point in the game. Like, it's there. If I cared, I'm adding hundreds of hours of playtime for myself for stuff I don't care about. So I'm asking myself at all points during this, why the fuck am I playing this game? Like, why? At some point, I feel like I'm gonna stop playing the game. I'm gonna be like, I have to spend fucking $12 every month just to not enjoy the time I spend in the game. Like, what the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing here? But I love the battle content. The battle content's fun, and maybe we're gonna get something like that. But I like the duty, like the anything that's instanced in the stories, in like the quests, it's fine. I like those, like any type of like single solo battle, like instant solo battle. Those are fun. Like, do more of that. Like, fucking, or just have me kill like fucking 5 random creatures. Like, that to me is far more engaging than having me talk to 6 random people in a town just to click through these dialogues. Bam, that was fine. I didn't know what they said. I don't really care what they said. It doesn't even matter what they said. Because we just click that and just literally go to the next carrot. So that it looks like some enemies are about to appear. Well, see, so this is actually fine. I'll be honest. Like, this is what I wish most of the quests were just like this. Because I like fucking doing battle stuff. And the class quests, I'll be honest, for the most part, the class quests are pretty decent if you're paying attention to them. But I'm not, because I only care about the fucking ability. See, and he's like, just gotta move his hands for a little bit while I just stare awkwardly, and then they go into the void. Like, why does every character go into the void? Like, you have all these freaking escort quests, you know, where you're like walking one character who's walking too slow. You're walking a character who walks too slow, a distance that's too far. And you can't have these two in your class quest. Walk from there to here, like. Can't have them just run over, like just run over here. No, we're gonna fight these guys, and then I'm gonna guess that we talk to our randos in our class quest, and they're just gonna disappear into the void. Oh, and like why didn't he do anything during any of that? Like he's not even gonna help us. No, he's like, oh dude, let's go into the void and let's leave my fucking buddy here. Yeah, go ahead. I won't be far behind. It's like I don't know who you are, bro. Of course you're probably gonna disappear into the void. But yeah, that's pretty much the questing experience. This one, like I said, isn't that bad. I mean, I'm sure I haven't done it like the warrior, or I haven't leveled up warrior ever before this, so it seems like for the most part, all these are just you know, little combat excursions, which I enjoy. I mean I like doing the combat in this game. Combat is fun. I like clicking, you know, and seeing the numbers. Like, that's what I like. That's what I like in this game, is fucking clicking and seeing the numbers. And then this guy's just gonna be like, oh, we're aiding him. See, and I hate those. I hate those little bars that load on the screen. Like, is that needed? Do you need me to wait? Fucking, I don't care. Like, I don't care about any of that. Literally do not give a fuck. But this is what I do care about right here. Boom. I care about that ability. So why couldn't they just give me the ability when I turn level 56 and be done with it? And have this just be optional. Like, I don't care about any of this shit. Let me just level up, get all my abilities, fucking not have to... see, I don't care. See, where are you going? Where are you going? Where did he go? Like, that's what I'm asking during 100% of these cutscenes, or these quests. Like, where do these people go? They just vanish. But yeah, I think I've basically said my point. I love the game, love the battle content, love leveling up battle classes. Hate the questing. That's like, just fucking hate the questing, and it's never gonna change. And it's just not. I just don't see this ever changing. I mean, they've done it the same for the past 10 fucking years. They're probably going to do it the same for the next 10 years. I hope they don't. I hope the questing gets better in this game. I hope the story gets better, which it's fucked up. I'm having to say that, but I hope the story gets better. Just give me less shit. Like, just fucking pretend like you want to entertain me sometimes. And yeah, I think the content will be good. I think the questing could be good. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on this. If you like this video, you know, give me the thumbs up and whatnot. If you have thoughts of your own, you're like, Quinn, you're wrong about this shit, type it in the comments. You know, maybe start an argument or two. Up to you. But yeah, those are pretty much my thoughts on this, on Dawntrail as an expansion. It's an unfortunate thing to see, but it's not like I'm surprised. It's really not like I'm surprised at all. But yeah, really happy with the battle content. Battle content is really good. 7.1 just came out. Haven't done like the 24 man, but I did the dungeons in the main scenario quests, and they were good. They were good. So that's good. That's some good stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching.